Hey everybody, welcome. Today's lesson is not a fish lesson. This is going to be Faust Arp by Radiohead. Super pretty song. Not terribly difficult to play, but there's a lot to it. And it's just so pretty. Their chord progressions are just amazing. So as always, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and let's hop in. Faust Arp starts on a B minor. If you're not familiar with that, we're going to bar the 2nd fret. Middle finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the B. Pinky is on the 4th fret of the G, and ring is on the 4th fret of the D. So the picking pattern here, we're going to pluck the A and the B string together, and we're going to hit the G string, back to the B, and finishing on that G when we start the song out. So on the third time through that part, you'll pluck that again, but instead of coming back to the G, you're just you'll pluck, you'll hit the B and the G, but then you will not go back to the B there. Alright, so instead of going back to this B here, you're going to pluck again, but now you've taken this root note off, so you've taken your index finger off of the A string, so the A string is open now. So after you do that one, then you're going to move your index finger to the 3rd fret of the low E string, still plucking the B string, but so now you're plucking the low E and the B string. So. Do that again. That's the first pass there, and now we're going to go to a B, and that's just barring the 2nd fret, and then barring the 3rd fret, the D, the G, and the B strings. And we're going to go with that same picking pattern that we started off with. That's 4 times, so we go. Do that 4 times. And the next chord, I'm not really sure what it's called, to be completely honest with you, but again, our picking pattern is going to be the same. So I am barring the 5th fret all the way up to the low E string, and then I am putting my middle finger on the 6th fret of the low E string, and I'm plucking the E string and the B string. So again, that same pattern that we've been going through. Alright, so so from this chord here, we're going to go to the A flat, and we're barring the 4th fret. We've got our middle finger on the 5th fret of the G, pinky finger is on the 6th fret of the D, and ring is on the 6th fret of the A. Similar pattern, but we're only hitting, we're doing the pluck, hitting the B string, or the G string, sorry, so pluck, G string, B string. And that's it, so do that once. And we go to this D flat. We're barring the 4th fret, and we're barring the 6th fret now on the B, the G, and the E string, or the B, the G, and the D string here. And again, we do that same pattern: pluck, B string, sorry, pluck, G string, So let's go from the top again here. Slowly we'll go through the first pieces here. We got through the first part there. The G section, we start out here plucking both E strings. We're on the third fret of both of them, so G's. And we hit an open G. And we go to that same pattern, pretty much that same pattern we've been going over. So it's pluck both E strings, then open G, then high E back to G. And in this part here, I'm putting my ring finger on the third fret of the D string, and plucking the D string and the high E. And then again, going back to that same pattern with the G and the E strings. And that G string is still open here. So. Okay, and after that, we're going to, we'll take off our ring finger from the D string, put our index finger on the first fret of the D string, okay? Then I hit that D string open this time, always plucking that high E. So go for that again. And then after you do that, you hit the third fret of the A string with your ring finger, and then open D. Okay. Do that one more time. So on that end there, I'm actually plucking that the open D string, plucking that with the high E there. And again, hitting that third fret of the A, and then back to the open D string. Alright, so I'll run through this here from the beginning. Mess that up there. Alright, so we've made it through almost the whole song. It is, like I said, it's tricky to get it all down. Once you get it down, it's really awesome, but it's tricky to get down, and it's a little difficult to explain. Trying to make it as easy as I possibly can to learn it. So it's a little hard trying to explain it that way, but anyway. So the last piece here starts on this part is super pretty. Starts on a B flat. To a C. Alright, so we've got our index finger on the first fret of the A string. Pinky finger is on the third fret of the B, and ring is on the third fret of the G. pluck the A and the B string, just like we've been doing a lot here. So pluck it, hit that G, B, back to the G. Send to your C, and same picking pattern. You're plucking the A and the B string, and going back to that G there. So now I just move these. I move my ring finger over to the 3rd fret of the low E string. Still doing the same picking pattern. Still plucking that B string and the low E this time. And then taking off my index finger off of the B string, so now the B string is open. So again, you'll do this pattern a couple times through, and it ends back on the G phrase. There you have Faust Arp. Like I said, tricky song, super pretty. You will definitely have a sense of accomplishment once you get through this one. I really appreciate you all watching. Please leave any comment, feedback below, and we'll see you again soon.